This video is going to be kind of short because one of the 3 rolls I shot ended up being blank because I'm the best photographer in the world. Every time I shoot something, it's one or two reasons. One, I just want to document, oh, this thing is happening, or I'm at this place. And the other is, oh, this is a cool shot. Most of these pictures are actually the former. It was a trip to Utah where I went and visited my family. I shot majority on the Fujifilm 400, just the stuff you can get at Walgreens. This video will be kind of short, but I still think there's some interesting things to talk about. So if you're interested in the Fujifilm 400 or the Canon AE1, stay tuned. So the first day I got there, I went and got a sick haircut, which you can totally see now as I'm wearing the hat, at Ray's Barbershop. It's actually a really cool historic barbershop with some really interesting paintings. I got it cut by a man named Amir Ellis, who is actually really cool. Gave me the best haircut I've ever had, and also was just like a cool guy to talk to. And they let me take some pictures around the shop just because I thought it was interesting, and he was a nice guy. And then after getting a haircut, we walked around the town a little bit. I got some shots of the area, nothing too crazy. And then the first night we were there, my family wanted to show me around the Mormon church headquarters. They have like a real big festival of lights, and you can kind of go in and there's choir singing. And here is actually a good example of the limitations of the Fujifilm 400. If you notice, I should have metered just for the choir. Instead, I kind of took an average meter of the entire room, and the choir ended up blowing out. This film will get you on extremes of light. The highlights kind of blew out on the choir. I would have really liked to have had the people be exposed and seen and not just look like white ghosts, but we were in a church. Maybe they were angels. And so then we ended up going to the actual Salt Lake Park, and it was beautiful. Again, there it had just snowed as well. So we got to walk around, and if you look in the distance of some of these pictures, there's actual bison, which is really neat. And then we ended up going to like this cabin, and I got some interesting shots there. And after that, we kept hearing an owl. So we went out and looked for it. And I happened to be the one to find the owl. So I took way too many pictures of that. None of them are good. Most of them, it's hard to see the owl. I don't know why I wasted however many shots I wasted on it. But I was super proud that I found the owl. So have at it. And then we went back to the kind of base camp where the ranger is. And again, there was a statue of a deer. Don't know why I took so many shots of this statue of a deer. I think I was obsessed with the fact that there was a moon. Like I got the deer and the moon in the same shot. Are they at opposite angles of like the rule of thirds? No. Is it a particularly interesting shot of a deer and the moon? Debatable, but whatever. So I took too many shots of that. Other than that, most of my shots that I was actually really looking forward to were in the roll that was not properly wound by yours truly. The next day, we went to Park City, and it's a nice town. There was nothing really that spoke to me to take pictures of except this one building, and just more for documenting sake. They had some original artwork by Dr. Seuss, which I thought was really neat. And then our last day, as we were driving out, I decided to snap a few shots of the main temple of the Mormon church. Yeah, they don't let you in unless you're a good member of the Mormon church. I also got these shots of just this interesting architecture of these kind of open circles on the ceiling. I thought they looked cool, so grabbed a few shots of those. when it comes to these kind of drugstore films, they're actually really good, and I'm actually leaning way more toward the Fujifilm Superior than the Kodak version of these. I mean, it is still limited. It isn't as good as their pro stuff, and when you're in a pinch, and especially if you're shooting outside in the day, this stuff is awesome for that. Like we saw earlier, it's a little bit difficult on, high contrast situations, but if you're shooting outside or in a park or something, these films are really going to give you the film look. For being as cheap as they are, they really do get the job done. And on more than one occasion, I have picked them up when I forgot film or didn't think I brought enough film. I'll pick it up from the drugstores. A lot of times people really can't tell the difference. So I rate drugstore Fujifilm and drugstore Kodak 3 deer in moons out of 5. They get the job done. If you need something a little extra, you're gonna have to pay a little extra. So if you liked the video, click like and subscribe, and there'll be a new video every Monday and then sometimes on Thursday. So hope you liked it. If you want me to shoot anything else, please leave a comment. Yeah, if there's any film stocks you want me to film, or you want me to film? Well, yeah, film too. But if there's any film stocks you want me to shoot, leave a comment. I will see you guys next Monday.